to the live, and I hope you are doing well, right? And from now, we are going to start every single thing which we have left it, right? I mean, something the like I back then I have not much resources, right? But I have the that like desire to do something, right? In the sense I was trying a lot of different things, but now when I have everything, I think I'm somewhere not doing my best, right? So from now I'm going to do every single thing. That means just some things, but going to do it in great way. For example, every single week you will see at least 2 videos, right? And now I will treat YouTube channel as a business, as a startup, not as a something to improve myself, right? So every single day you will see at least 2 videos, right? And that will be, and now I will put all the knowledge, all the learnings which I have learned entire 2 years of my journey, right, of YouTube, like how the algorithm works, what are the ideas which we should make content, like all the learnings which I have gained over 2 years of making content on YouTube, right? And now I'm gonna put it all practically, and let's see am I actually have learned something, or and have learned like whatever I think is right or not, right? So let's execute it, right? So according to me, if I do it properly, in the next 6 months I have 1000 subscribers and 4000 at least like good views on the shorts, right? So this is the goal for the 6 month, every single day at least 2 videos, and I will treat that YouTube channel as a startup, right? That is the first thing which I'm gonna do. Second, basically I'm gonna do live this every single day. I will read books for 10 30 to 40 minutes. The goal is clear, so that we can improve our communication, we can improve our vocabulary, we can improve our the way I speak. So overall English improvement and also the communication, right? So these are the two things I like. Every single week I will track that did I upload 2 videos on the YouTube, which I treated as a startup, and did I did live every single day for the next 7 days. These are the two things which I will definitely do every single day. And the third thing which I will do every single day is learning web development, even for the just 2 hours, right? Not much. I'm not saying you need to learn 4 hours, 6 hours. No, just 2 damn hours every single day. That's all you need to give to the web development, right? So that, and I will also do part-time jobs so that I can become independent, right? I will reveal it later, but yeah, these are the plan, and I'm gonna execute it no matter what. So let's as we are doing. Hi bro, how are you? Hi bro, hi. So basically, as we are doing every live every single day, where we are reading books, right? So that we can improve our vocabulary, we can improve our English speaking. So this is day 3, I guess, right, of reading books. So let's start. And there are some things which I need to improve in my like English speaking, right? I have also got feedback. This feedback which I'm gonna tell to you by my teacher also, right? I think yesterday or day after yesterday, I have given a speech on the podium in front of the class, and that teacher said everything was so good. But one thing which you did wrong is that you were speaking so fast, right? And actually, I also think, right, ki I speak so fast that I see in English now, basically, or in any language. Taking pauses, speaking words slowly, and completing your sentence, and then taking some pause is very important, very crucial, because how you say something is very important, right? Then what you say, I mean, both are the important thing, but also important how you say, right? So let's today I will try what I'm going to do. That today I'm going to try that I will read slowly every single word pronounced correctly, and if I not able to pronounce any word, I will mark that word so that I can like see later and actually improve my pronunciation, right? So let's also take one pencil, right? So this is the pencil also, we have got it. So I need to underline whatever word I'm not able to pronounce it, right? Let's go. So today we are going to read, yeah, something very important, right? The commandment of need. What do we live for if not to make life less difficult for each other? 90% of all new businesses fail within 5 years, and I know why they fail. They fail because they fail the commandment of need. When you build a business on a flawed foundation, it will fail. Sand foundation, crumble houses. Businesses which violate the commandment of need enter the 90% failure category, or this is, I don't know what is the pronunciation, right pronunciation of this word. So yeah, I'm marking this, right? Yeah. As a job, the winning businesses premise, right? I don't know. I think I'm wrong. Premise. I guess I don't know. Is a simple and often forgotten concept that should be ridiculously obvious, but it is not. Profits, selfish, narcissistic motives do not make good long term business models. Think about the purpose of business. Why do they exist? To satisfy your selfish desire, do what you love, to satisfy your craving for wealth and financial freedom. Seriously? No one cares about your desires, your dreams, your passions, and your whys or your reasons for wanting to be rich. No one cares that you want to own a Ferrari. You prove your parents wrong. No one cares that corporate America wronged you. No one cares. Yes, the world is selfish place. Nobody gives two shits about your motives to go fast land. So what do people care about? People care about what businesses can do for them. How will it help them? What's in it for them? Will it solve their problem, make their life easier, provide them with shelter, save them money, educate them, make them feel something? Tell me, why on the God's green earth should I give your business money? What value are you adding to my life? Reflect back to our products consumer. I don't know what's the pronunciation of this. Consumers are selfish. They demand to know is what's in it for me. To succeed as a producer, surrender your own selfishness and address the selfishness of others. Basically, what has been said in this book is very very crucial. This is the thing which I also learned while I was doing YouTube, very hard way, right? Basically, I was keep making the content every single day. Keep like I was someone who like you should make every single day consistent with the consistency, right? But my motive behind was to improve myself, right? Nobody cares. You want to improve, nobody cares. You want to become better person, nobody cares. So you don't need to make, if you are doing, like if you have created channel just for that, just to improve yourself, then it's good. You should do every single day, no matter what people cares or not, right? But if you have created channel as a startup or wanted to make money from it, you need to make what people are interested, right? You can't just make on the ideas which you are just interested, right? So you need to choose the ideas which people are also interested, right? So that is very important thing which I am also going to follow. That I will not care. Maybe there are some ideas which I don't want to make videos, but I will still make it because people are wanting, because that there is a demand in the market, right? So now I will choose ideas on the basis of what people are watching, what people wanted to watch. Like in India, basically, if you like yeah, basically in India, basically so much critical thinking videos not works, right? If you can give shocking value to Indian audience, you can make get a good views, and I'm gonna implement it, right? I can't say this is right because I have not get myself. So first I will implement it and then share it, right? Yeah, so this is the thing which I also need to do. I'm gonna apply all the things on my YouTube starter, right? Yeah. Stop chasing money, chase needs. Never start a business just to make money. Stop chasing money and start chasing needs. Let me repeat that because it's the most important thing in the book. Stop thinking about business in terms of your selfish desires, whether it's money, dreams, or do what you love. Instead, chase needs, problems, pain points, service, deficiency, and emotions. Entrepreneurs fails because they create businesses based on the selfish premises, and selfish premises don't yield profitable businesses. They lead directly into the 90% failure waste based bucket, right? I need a new income stream. I am an expert in blank, so I will do that. I read a get rich book. It says to start a business. Wrong, wrong, and wrong. Again, selfish, narcissistic premises are BIP invitations to violate the commandment of need. You and your business attract money when you stop being selfish. Turn your business focus from the needs of yourself to the needs of other people. Give first, take second. Needs come first, not money. Charm the marketplace with your own selfish needs, and my bet is placed on your failure. So yeah, that is very, like, for example, if you want to make money or something and you are doing YouTube for that, nobody cares, right? But if you can solve people problems or fulfill people's need, like to be entertained or to be get knowledge in short time, if you can solve these problems or fulfill their needs, then there is a strong possibility you will get what you want, right? Hi. Okay. So yeah, Joy was a martial art expert. He loved his craft. Following the advice of gurus, he set out do what you love and opened a martial arts studio. Within 10 months, his studio closed as he could no longer support his family on his $20,000 per year business profit. Before Joy started, he was destined for failure. He got into business based on a faulty entrepreneurial road paved with sand. A primes based on the selfish needs and selfish desire. I'm an expert in martial arts and love the art. Therefore, I should open a studio. The correct foundation is externally based on market needs, not internal selfish needs. Instead of selfish motives, what should have Joy been thinking? Is there a need in my neighborhood for a martial arts studio? What are existing martial arts studio doing wrong that I could do better? What improved value do I offer the martial arts student? What assets do I bring to this community? Joy failed because there was not a genuine need in the marketplace. His motives were selfish. Had Joy analyzed these questions foremost, his odds of driving a successful road would have been dramatically improved. Several years ago, during the economic expansion, I noticed a standalone store front being built in my mother's neighborhood of Candler, Arizona, a suburban. I think I'm not able to pronounce this right. Bedroom community of south of Phoenix. As a building went up and the store tented moved in, the heat of failure percolated. Right? Percolated. How did I know? This new store was a hip hop apparel. Okay. Fasten your seatbelt. Here comes failure. Why the store violates the commandment of need? The neighborhood doesn't need a hip hop store. The area is not urban. There are no dance clubs nearby and nothing looks remotely hip hop. In fact, not 100 yards away, there is an elder care retirement home. Is in 91 years old grandpa the target market for hip hop gear? The obvious problem here is selfishness. The owner is following his passion and his love for hip hop music and culture. Maybe a life coach told him, do what you love. Whatever the motive, the need is internal, not externally based on the marketplace. I predicted the business would last 12 months. After 18 months, the business disappeared. The road was paved with sand because no need existed. Money chasers chase money, not needs. Frequently, I read posts from the inspiring entrepreneurs with grandiose goals of making a fortune by starting business. Hang out at any cost, any business firm, and you will see misdirected, selfish foundation poisoning the well. How can I make money starting a business? What business I can start with $2,000 and still make $5,000 per month? What home based business I can start? I have a friend who manufactures, uh, I don't know, what is this called? Uh, you think I can make money selling them? What can I sell on Amazon so I can get passive income? What's good product to import from China, sell on eBay? What's the best business to start on a shoes string? If you sit around and ask yourself these type of questions, you will likely fail. And that is very, I can relate so much to my YouTube journey which I did in my 11 12, right? I was asking these kind of questions, right? How I can make money from YouTube, how I can get this much of views, how I can basically make something so that people start sharing that. These are very wrong questions, right? These are very very wrong questions, because you don't know, right? But what questions you can ask, that what are people are interested, or what people are watching, what's need to be made, right? Or like what can solve people problems. Like there are a lot of people who want to like know about the news in very short short and simple way. So a lot of people solved that, right? A lot of people, for example, there were problem of like our four pillar of democracy, right? That was media, right? Which have been sold out, right? So there were problem of independent or like basically creators, right? There were no media or no media independent media which was showing the truth. So there are a lot of journalists who have been like Sarthak and KK Create. So they have been raised. Why? Because they understand the pain points of the people, and they started solving that, right? They didn't think about making money and all. So it's good to think about also that. But first you need to, if you think like that, you will never be sad because of the result, because you try something and okay, was not, this didn't work, you will switch to another, because you, so become a problem solver, or basically trying to solve other people problem, or try to make thing, like try to solve inefficiencies of people. And if you can find one efficiency and can solve it, your life is done. I mean, you try to solve 100 efficiency, maybe 99 doesn't work, but one inefficiency and that works, you will sort your life, you will be much more sorted financially at least, right? So always care about that. If you sit around and ask yourself these type of questions, you will likely fail, because these dialogues expose your preoccupation with money and not needs or value. You have got it backward. I call these entrepreneurs money chasers. They hope from one business to the next, scaling and arbitraging, arbitraging market imbalances, right? Rarely solving needs or creating momentum. Sometimes these selfish business owners use questionable business practices as customer needs are neglected and money is pursued with disturbing zealotry. Money chasers are consumers who have not quite made the transition to the producer. They want to be producer, but they are selfish, think like a consumers. So that is very, I was like thinking like that. They want to, for example, in the housing boom, money chasers become the mortgage brokers and real estate agents. The burst of bubble purged the industry clean of, okay, this is, I don't know the pronunciation of right. Yeah, clean up the skews. When foreclosures hit an all-time high, loan modifiers become the newest money chasers. Every boom attracts money chaser who hope the aboard the train to slowly serve themselves. With plenty of selfish consumers to prey upon, money chasers survive and sometimes thrive, at least until they are exposed for a fraud or new bust rolls in. In times of skews, scams, schemes, and rip-offs, prevailed because money changes invade and imbalances occur. To attract money is to forget about money. Want to make big bucks? Then start attracting money instead of chasing it. Money is like a Mississippi cat. If you chase it around the neighborhood, it eludes you. It hides up a tree behind the rose bush or in the garden. However, if you ignore it and focus on what attracts the cat, it comes to you and sits in your lap. Money is not attracted to the selfish people. It is attracted to the business that solve problem. It attracted to the people who feel needs and add value. Solve needs massively and money massively attracts. The amount of money in your life is merely a reflection of amount of value you have given to the others. Ignore this symbiosis and money will ignore you. Successful businesses share one common trait, the satisfaction of consumer needs, as reflected by sales in the marketplace. The marketplace and consumers, not you, determine if your business is viable. If you sell 10 million anything, 10 million people have voted that your product will help them or satisfy one of their needs. The only fast land road that works is a road paved with cement. Rock hard needs, wants and solution, not sand. A rock hard pavement gives you the unfair odds, solve needs on a massive scale or in a magnitude. It could be fantastic as starting a software company, as Bill Gates did, or something seemingly minute like putting a new spin on the something old. If you own a website that serves 10,000 people daily, you are making an impact. If you own a real estate company that provides housing to 1,000 people, you are making an impact. Making a freaking impact and start providing value. Let money come to you. Look around outside your world. Stop being selfish. Help your fellow humans solve their problems. In the word of selfishness, become unselfish. Need something more concrete. No problem. Make 1 million people achieve any of the following. Make them feel better. How you can make them feel better? Entertainment, music, video games. So like for example, Aaron Galvin or a lot of other people who got success doing comedy. Why? Because they make people feel better. So now they are not choosing the money, they are choosing people to reduce their stress, because nowadays people have lot of stress, right? They have lot of depression. So if someone entertaining them and are able to good at that, then they are solving a problem of people, right? Very important problem. So they are not money chasers, they are basically value adders, though they obviously get the money, right? That's also does, music does, that's what also video games does, right? Help them solve a problem. Educate them, make them, or you can educate them. For example, my category, I can educate them, then also I'm adding the value in their life. Make them look better. Health, nutrition, clothing, makeup. Give them security, housing, safety, health. Raise up positive emotions, love, happiness, laughter, self confidence. Satisfy appetites from basic food to the rescue. Yeah. Make things easier. Yeah, this is also very, you can make, if you can make things easier, you can also, you are also adding value to the people's life. Enhance their dreams and give hope. So I guarantee you will be worth millions. So next time you are trolling the web looking to make money, sit back and ask yourself, what do I offer the world? Offer the word value and money becomes magnetized to you. Do what you love and die as you do. Beware of another guru speak, do what you love and the money will follow. Bullshit. That is useless. You want to violate the commandment of need. Do what you love is another mythical degree pre patronated by hypocritical gurus and so-called life coaches who are probably three clients from broke. Sadly, the road of do what you love rarely converts with wealth. In fact, it might lead you down to a road to distractive love. If you are like me, do what you love was never an option. Think about what you love and then think, will someone pay for it? Is going to solve a need? Are you good enough to make money doing it? Most likely you are not. For do what you love to work, you need two things. Love you love must solve a need, and second, you must be exceptional at it. I love to play basketball, but I suck at it. I can't parlay. Yeah, I don't know. My love of basketball into a career. I love to play piano, but again, I suck at it. I love many things, but I suck at them. If I wanted a career in any of these loves, I need unlimited time and money because no one would pay me a dime to do it. Who wants to endure that impotence? Consider this book. I love to write. The book represents a dream of doing what I love, and that dream was made possible by Fastland. If I needed this book to pay for a mortgage, don't have one, I am sure it would. It would. I have no clue if this book will sell 10 copies or 10 million. Therefore, I can't rely on it. Doing what you love for money often is not good enough because we are not good enough. Additionally, so many people are doing what they love. that their markets get crowded and margins deflate. Heavy competition designs. Authoring a book is crowded space. Just because I love to write does not guarantee money will follow. In fact, no one cares that I love to write. Do you? Of course not. You want to know if my writing will help you. In McGene's interview, billionaire RJ Kirk was asked about the benchmark of his success. He replied, if it is for others to say whether I am useful or not, it is not for you to decide whether you are useful. The marketplace makes that determination. People pay for their satisfaction, they don't pay to satisfy your need to do what you love. People pay for solutions, not your enjoyment. People pay for solved problems. People don't give a rates as about your love for whatever if do what you love. Doesn't feel a need spectacularly, no one will pay for you. This book is possible because I didn't need the confirmation of money to what the hell of me authenticity authenticate my skill. If that sentence is too complicated, you confirm my point. Maybe I'm just not good enough. Regardless of sales, my books is testament to do what I love, whether I'm good or not. Fastlane allowed money to be removed from the equation. Now, I don't need to get paid to do what I love. I just do it. In other words, money led to do what you love. If it didn't follow. How's that for the irony? He's saying very right. For example, what he's saying that there are a lot of gurus or there are a lot of mentors who said do what you love in the career, right? But that is very bullshit advice, especially in India, right? You first make your finance good, right? Financially you need to become good. For example, I have also confusion in my btech second year that what should I do. Should I choose web development or video editing, right? Video editing something which I love, but actually the reality is I'm not very good at it, right? And it's something not I'm exceptionally good, right? So I should choose web development, right? Because that path is much more definitely it is hard, but it's worth that because I know don't love to code, but it doesn't matter. As long as I'm getting paid, as long as I'm getting my salary, I doesn't care about at least for now, for the next 5 years, for the next 7 years. I does not care. I don't care if I love what I'm doing or not, because that doesn't matter. What matters being financially free first, right? And then spending your life doing what you love. There are exceptions in the life where people also achieve lot like huge success in financially and also do what they love, right? But you can't follow the exceptions, right? You always follow uh, probability, right? But have the highest probability, right? If you are critically intellectually intellectual person, right? So what I need to do that I was so confused choosing between video editing and web development. You should do web development, right? 100% sure I am now. Why? Because I'm not exceptionally good at video editing. Definitely I don't love coding, but it's something which you can learn, that can be learned, right? It's not something you need to love what you do to become a master of it. You can hate it and still become the master of it by doing it every single day. Got it? Okay. Okay. I have spoken a lot, man. Okay, I'm coming, man. I will do it for some more time. I hope the voice is coming there. I don't know. I'm coming. Okay, I'm taking a short break. Wait, I am eating something and then I will back, right? Okay, I'm coming back. Just wait. Yeah, I'm back. Um, I guess we have read a lot today, right? And there are some improvement which I need to do, as I have mentioned it already. I need to speak slowly. I need to pronounce like word by word, right? and like after finishing one sentence I need to take a pause and then speak, right? Yeah, these are the things which I need to do. And yeah, what else, man? Nothing else. That's all. Hmm. So yeah, so basically I have shifted from room to the flat, and yeah, I will show you my studio. I will someday make a video of studio tour, right? But yeah, not right now. I have said whatever my plan is, so I'm going to work on it. Currently, I will first write the script, right, of my first video of seeing YouTube as a startup. So I'm going to write the script of that. What is the timing right now? I guess one something like that, right? Okay, that is now 11:51. That's so good. So yeah, I will write, I guess, till two or something, right? And then after that, I will basically study web development for